All right, so I've been looking for a while to find a good roster to use with updated rookies and updated free agent signings. We did a video yesterday about the first 2 days of free agency. I don't know if we're going to do another. There's just been a lot of movement. As of right now, everybody's just waiting for DeMar DeRozan. He is the last big domino to fall. He is the best player left. They're saying Lakers, but I don't see it happening. People have been saying it's an awkward fit. And I think talent is talent, but they need three-point shooting, and he is the king of the mid-range. And, you know, this is unfortunate. This is kind of like you're working and the internet comes out for the first time, but you're used to faxing and writing letters by hand, and you kind of get aged out. And I feel because DeMar's been just not updating his skill set, that he has struggled with that. The Lakers might get Brook Lopez. But anyway, so we found this team. I'm going to play with the Clippers. I want to see how this team operates now with no Paul George. They have Derrick Jones Jr. They have Nicholas Batum. They have Kevin Porter Jr. They're meeting with Miles Bridges. Like, this feels like what the Oakland Raiders were in the NFL. Just a mismatch of players that are, I don't want to say bad news bears, but players that, I mean, they just have to get creative. You know, the second apron was created for this team and for this owner. Brian Windhorst on the Hoop Collective said something interesting, that the stock price of Microsoft went up $8 a share today. And Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, earned an extra $3 billion in one day. He apparently is now wealthier than Bill Gates for the first time. And, you know, Bill Gates... outside. Pass to I was trying to... All right, we can leave it on. Maybe we'll leave it on auto. So he is now wealthy. So there's no owner in the NBA that could have competed with Ballmer. Look how fast he rotates. I don't like that, you know, it's so incredibly difficult. And we also wanted to check out the Spurs. We wanted to check out the Spurs with the addition of Chris Paul and Stephen Castle. Let's go. You know, it would be sweeter if I'd be able to pass out of that and get an open three, but the way this computer rotates like T2, you really have to take anything you can get. But the Clippers, listen, they were in an untenable situation. That second apron is no joke. It is essentially a hard cap. You cannot do anything. You cannot sign anybody. You also lose your draft rights. So if you have a terrible season and you have the 5th pick, they automatically reroute you to pick number 30 in the first round. They freeze your draft pick at this point at 2031. So, you know, it's so prohibitive. Not even the Clippers could stomach getting on the second apron. So, and then the Celtics are also managing it in a very unique and strange way. They're signing everybody now before the second apron comes in. This is what my thoughts would have been as a GM. My thoughts as a GM would have been like, let me get, especially if I have a lot of superstar players, I'm not going to worry about the second apron because I'm going to get the top 9 players and lock them up in their prime and just not make any changes. Like, and I think that's what the Celtics are doing. They just signed Jason Tatum to the richest contract this year after signing Brown to the richest contract last year. KP got a big deal. They gave Derrick White the bag. So, you know, if you have the bird rights of a player, you are allowed to exceed the salary cap. And so since they all have bird rights on almost all their players, then they chose to, let me make sure I see the text. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Free agency news. We'll check it at the end of the quarter. Knicks are trying to get Walker Kessler or some center on, I think, Roberts on Charlotte. My phone has been going off nonstop, and I'm like, bro, I'm not Woj. I'm not Woj. Not yet.
Great feel when to use the mid-range jumper. Such a skilled swing man.
The Clippers are not a championship team anymore. They'll give somebody problems on any given night. Yeah, you got to consider Wemby. You got to consider Wemby on every drive to the basket. But I like what the Spurs are doing. The Spurs are also considering going after Lauri Markkanen, and the Jazz are trying to tank and rebuild their team because they want to be in just like the Nets are. And the 2025 NBA Jam, good Lord, NBA Draft, where Cooper Flag is coming out. Oh my God, how do I miss that, bro? They're just so arbitrary when it comes to missing shots. I don't understand their formula on how you make shots. I feel like a lot of it is just made up. Chris Paul adds playmaking on this team that they desperately need. So both teams are doing, this is the first time that I can remember in recent memory that a rookie, maybe since Shaq, has exerted pressure on a front office because of their generational talent. See, look, that's an open shot. Nobody's there. Cannot make it. They just. I'm surprised that doesn't go in. Like, I don't understand this game at all. But it's just been non-stop news all the time. And, you know, people said they didn't start fast. And this is also the first year that teams have been able to exclusively sign with their previous team. I'll give Sohan an open three. Little man, gotta keep attacking Chris Paul whenever I can. We're playing also in the crypto arena for the last time. Clippers get their own stadium. Actually, that's actually one of the few stadiums I want to visit. It's just crazy that Ballmer has so much money. He probably didn't even need to raise bonds for his new stadium. Harden has to take the lead now on this team. Of course. They're so smart. When you're going against the computer, it's like that meme where they're like an absolute genius. And then when the computer on your team, they can't even make a simple rotation. Slow-mo just got traded to the Golden State Warriors. They're another team that is no longer in contention. That's what we're going to do. Our next video is going to be on... Because I want to wait till DeMar DeRozan signs before I do this video. But I'm going to make the contenders list. Early power ranking, I guess, if it were.
And the Clippers with the ball.
Those are always easy. Westbrook apparently may get traded to the Nuggets. They still have his rights. Mo Bamba just signed. Look at Mo Bamba there.
To the wing on the left. A clear look for Bamba.
Bamba can spread the floor. I mean, they have a melange, I guess is the word. Just a mass. It's like a jambalaya of role players. I feel like a lot of it is nonsense. What?
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot.
How the hell? Why would you foul there? This is what I'm talking about. That never happens on the other end. Why is my AI so stupid and the computer you go against so genius?
Now here's Harden. No points yet.
Why would you come up? You have an open three.
It's on Keldon Johnson.
God, I hate this game. But anyway, Westbrook might go to Denver, which is another idiot team that is no longer a contender. Now listen, I'm not saying that. I say they have less than a 1% chance. Look at how fast he rotates.
6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Batum gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Losing KCP to Orlando, and I'm dying to play with Orlando now that they have a shooter, because playing without them, without a shooter, I would have really good shooting games with Paolo Banchero, but those are few and far in between.
Jones misses.
Westbrook may come back, so we'll see what happens. This is just a weird. That was almost like a set play. Did not go in. So mad I left today. Kind of in a rush. It was my roommate's birthday today. And his older brother asked me to open the door and let him in so that he could surprise him with a cake. But it just threw off my sleep because I usually wake up a little bit later. I just knocked out. I could not. I don't remember the last time I slept for so long in the middle of the day. I was so tired. But whatever. It was good, man. I love taking those really long naps in the middle of the day. I'm gonna be up all night, but that's fine with me. Tomorrow is the day before. Good Lord. Tomorrow's the day before the office is closed for the rest of the week. Mentally, everybody's already checked out. I don't understand. Just give the whole week off or something like that, or make the whole week remote. I love Bamba there on that roll. He can hit the three really well.
How often do we see this these days?
Really well. All right, let me see what is this about? Who's complaining? What trade happened?
The Clippers on top, leading by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
Oh, they're talking about Walker Kessler potentially coming to the Knicks. And it's interesting that the Mikal Bridges trade has not been made official yet. It's agreed in principle, but I think they're trying to get teams and other players involved so they can really round out their team. Now, you have to be creative when it comes to the salary cap, so maybe they'll give them another draft pick, or obviously reroute some draft picks to Utah, get Kessler in on the deal. That way they stay under the first apron. You need an absolute cap wizard to figure out this second apron.
Imposing their will down there whenever they want.
I like this roster that I don't understand, the Nuggets thinking why you would give up a premium 3-and-D shooting guard and not replace him. I mean, I would have given Derrick Jones Jr. that spot. He's proven he's not a 3-and-D guy per se, but he can hit open threes.
Down low. Batum's on him. The shot won't fall. The Clippers in the lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Ali LaForce.
Let's go. I've had so many bad games in a row. I like the depth of the Clippers. I mean, they're going to always throw somebody at you that's experienced. It's just you need the best player on the floor or close to the best player on the floor to win in the playoffs. So you're not going to win. You're not going to win with a collection of used-to-bes, you know? They got Kawhi playing a lot of minutes. Oh man, I've actually had a few games with Westbrook where I've hit a few threes.
It's a 10-point game to the middle.
So I was saying about Wemby is he's the first player that I can remember since Shaq that you could develop a championship contender really fast with a rookie or young type player. He's just a generational talent like they said he was going to be. I'm cooking Wemby. I'm getting him out on that pick and roll. My phone is vibrating incessantly because apparently they think Walker Kessler's trade is imminent, which would be an interesting move for the Knicks. Yeah, that's going to go in. But even more so, if the Spurs got Chris Paul and they got Castle and they get somebody like a Lauri Markkanen, like I said, with Utah trying to rebuild, it would jumpstart. Oh, Frenchman on Frenchman crime. How dare you?
Westbrook against Jones. Pass to Collins. Puts it up. Wemby, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5.
But you add a nice Lauri Markkanen on your rebuild. Oh my God, Gumby. Good Lord. You know, it's funny. Wemby's I'm trying to remember somebody else and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't remember the last time I saw a French guy with so much it's almost like the kid was raised in New York. He got swag and he looks like he could fight. I don't know what, not Not on purpose, not like his builds, but more like his just attitude of, you know, IDAGAF, right? Is that correct? He just is like not bothered by people talking crap. He talks shit back. He woofs at people when he blocks them, gets in their face. Him and Chet had a few crazy. Look at that play that they ran for him. He's 7'4". You're running like a Steph Curry running around screens type play.
How to generate points. He's one of them.
Westbrook, the pass to Batum.
Let's go.
Down it goes.
Yeah, it's a weird
Off a beautiful setup.
collection of players here. And if they get Miles Bridges, I don't know where all this time is gonna go.
In terms of assists, he excels.
And they're giving them, a lot of them are 1 year, 2 year contracts.
If you were a GM and you could choose one young player,
I'm trusting that these rotations are right.
Wow, that's a great question.
I'm hoping they don't have Kawhi Leonard in for 17 years.
Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted.
Yeah, I don't think he's been put out yet. Look, how did he know the ball was going there when he cannot see behind him?
He is the next iteration of
I have not been there. Zubac is not getting the ball. BT Dubs.
runway in front of him.
Have I even scored with?
Better, get stronger, and to win championships.
yes.
Let's go. They make Kawhi OP in this game.
6 assists now in the game.
It's pretty easy to score with Kawhi in this game, and everybody else is like, get wrecked.
Shredding the defense.
I don't know anything about Castle. I don't know what type of player he is. Oh my God, well, they made him Vince Carter. Made him prime Vince Carter.
Slam dunk.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Harden. Oh, it's
Swallowed up my shot. Good Lord. Wemby's gonna do that.
Here's a three from Paul. And it's the Clippers with the
Wemby
rebound.
is just KP on crack.
Harden, the pass to man.
You got to get him off on the weak side and keep Wemby guarding the weak side so you can get open layups.
Throughout the half.
Pass to Wembanyama. Marked it down low that time. Got hit.
Oh my God, they got a 3-second. It's a miracle.
So easy to get
It's an absolute miracle. Ty Lue's gonna squeeze the most juice he can out of this roster.
One trip down the court.
I still think he's the best coach in the NBA. Him or Eric Spoelstra,
Or you won't last long.
in terms of adjustments, in terms of thinking outside the box.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's man.
Look at how.
Passes to man.
Come on, guys.
Zubac, screen. Back to Powell. To the inside.
Oh my God! How did he steal that ball? I mean, there's Chris
Fires
Paul.
the three. Here's Wembanyama.
Why would you leave?
Oh, Wembanyama.
It makes no sense. Wemby has the ball on the low post, and you're gonna go run to take back your man.
Man, his
God, this game is just
efforts
ass,
well
bro.
rewarded right there.
They do everything in their power to keep the game closer than it should be.
He does this night in and night out.
And yep, it's
I don't know how I hit that shot.
Clippers lead by 10. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Well, it's not hard to get excited about what
If the Knicks get Walker Kessler, I feel like the Jazz have been trying to dump him for a while.
Possibly some of the
I don't know if he's like slipping or they trying to pull a fast one, but I don't trust Danny Ainge. He's a little weasel.
Powell passes to Jones. And the three off.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna go in.
The Spurs have gone
Derrick
to
Jones is gonna run from having Luka and Kyrie
puts it up from 12.
to having,
The rebound by man.
you know, potentially Westbrook and Harden giving him open shots.
Harden, the pass to man.
Can we get some like movement here? What is going on? This offense.
Pass to Zubac. To the paint. And it's
Let's
Harden.
go, a little Euro there. I mean, that should be the easiest player in the game to hit a Euro with. No one loves the Euro more than James Harden.
Weird, never afraid of contact.
But they might just try to beat you through. Oh, that's a wrap. Look how slow he is. There's nothing I could do.
His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
His foot speed is just ass.
Rim runners in this league. Most bigs are now asked to help stretch the
Let's go.
And then Harden
Let's
with the
go.
jam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Paul with it. Picked up by Powell.
Oh my God, he completely
Paul
juked
gets it
me.
to go.
I thought
Paul's got 7 points in the game.
we
In
both
his
thought
comfort
the other
zone,
player was going to be
finding an
open.
opening and exploding to the rim.
Yeah, Luke could be very creative with this team. God, I hate this stupid ass game.
Jones with a screen on Paul. Clock at 6 on the wing man.
One day they'll make a good 2K again.
3. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look
And,
from range.
you know,
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
do not email
Paul
people.
looking over the floor. Here's Wembenyama.
God, there's nothing I could do when he
Hard to
gathers,
figure out
man.
Chris
He's like
Paul
Gumby,
because
bro.
He's so shifty off pick and rolls.
Pass to Harden. Outside Jones. Harden with it. Here's Man.
Why would he shoot it so fast? I guess it was a quick shot. I don't even know.
Zones coming out of the half. They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key
Another
for them
foul.
is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Inside at the 4 and 5.
James Harden got 2 years, 70 million, I think.
Then there's Chris Paul.
I don't think he's washed. I did think he was washed when he was with the Nets and the Sixers a little bit. But I feel like he's been rejuvenated going to LA. Maybe I'm just reading that way. I don't know what the numbers say, but
Looking for the next young star, Greg.
he's so hard to deal with because especially when you have a slow-footed center, you try to pull up on him, push up on him so you don't give up the 3,
Young guns to be a consistent contender.
and then you give up something else.
Oh, and he got fouled on his
It
way.
really is
He'll
just
head to the line to
an
shoot
impossible cover.
2. And Smitty, a trend for the Spurs, playing fast.
BA, they get up a lot of shots. Problem is, the efficiency needs to be there. That was a
Everybody,
call
I want to say there's going to be 5 to 10 teams next year that are going to tank for Cooper Flag.
Ball for San Antonio. All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Everybody wants this kid, and this is currently Ron Harper's son is in there too. A few other great players. I should start reading Gavoni's newsletter or something because I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of
Yeah, true enough.
videos next year for the draft. Unlike this year, which I did none because this was a very underwhelming draft class.
Fades back.
Good defense. He kind of really got under my skin. Not under my skin, under my chin there.
See them run that play again.
And it's good.
Oh
for
my
2.
God.
Give him 8 points now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let
Why don't you foul him there?
keep it simple.
And you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability.
It's
to
been
move
easier
on
to score. I don't know. It feels like the game has gotten harder, or I've lost my skill. I don't even know because they be hitting some crazy ass shots. I'm gonna get dinner after this. Shall I do Thai? I don't know.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Cassell, they grab their own miss.
I put Derrick Jones to start. This guy put Kevin Porter to play. To start. I don't think Kevin Porter is gonna start. I think he's gonna be
Zubac with a screen
a reclamation project.
with it. Now guarded by Wembenyama. A nice shot by
I don't know how I was even considering. I was not going to give Zubac the ball at all with Wemby there. Wemby is a consideration everywhere. They actually did a video. If you look it up on YouTube or wherever else,
Harden against Paul. Pass to Wembenyama.
a bunch of times where NBA players were going against the Spurs, and they had an open layup or an open dunk, but they were so terrified of Wemby that they pulled it back,
On the assist by Paul.
or they just refused to. It would be like a 4-on-1 fast break layup. Any other player in the NBA, I don't care if it's prime LeBron,
Paul. Now Jones. Beyond the arc. Pure.
they would be scared. Derrick Jones, that's what Derrick Jones does now, that he's able to spread the floor. He was almost out of the league until Dallas rebuilt his stock, but now he could play really good defense. He's a rim runner, and he can hit corner threes. So he's very invaluable to teams. Sometimes it just takes going to the right team to really unlock what you do, because so many teams are like perfect example. Isaiah Hartenstein, when he was with the Clippers, ran a high pick and roll. You know that was going in. Peter can't go down by that much.
7 now in this quarter.
The defense fell asleep on the inbound
Anyway, so he goes to the Knicks,
Zubats finds Harden.
and he doesn't run pick and roll. He doesn't run plays.
Here's man.
And now he's a great rim protector. So he was able to get 2 different skill sets at 2 different locations that he was at.
Zubats with a screen on Paul. Out to Leonard.
I could have probably went back, but again, Wemby.
Second chance effort. Again, the Clippers.
Oh my God, his release is so high. Might be the only player in the NBA that I'll shoot over Wemby with is Kawhi.
Shooting from the perimeter since halftime. All right, Grant, talk
And
about
Wemby's
this.
reflexes are
What do you like
crazy
most about his
fast.
game?
Well, just his defensive presence. I mean, he's willing to challenge shots at the rim, refusing to give anything easy.
And one, let's go.
A bruising bucket down low. Kawhi's not going
Wow,
to
9 for 10. Good Lord. Kawhi is cooking the Spurs. Now it's all down to, you have 1 star now.
Time from Paul.
I don't consider James Harden a star anymore. I consider him a high-end starter. He's no longer a star.
Harden against Paul. Zubats with it on the wing. Jones. Driving in. Here's man.
But that's okay. But he cannot lead a franchise by himself if Kawhi's not there. It's basically,
Outside Harden. Zubats with a screen on Paul. Three-pointer. Harden. The rebound by the Spurs.
I don't know as Zubac why I'm not allowed to get that offensive rebound.
Vassell outside. Here's a 3 from Paul. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Zubats
Good
finds
Lord.
Harden. Going inside.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to have bounce like that, but okay, sure.
Incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
The Spurs have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Pass to Paul.
Yeah, on like July 4th week and on Christmas week, it should just be no urgent matters. What? For the whole week. Like, don't complain the whole week.
It's going to be on even to Zubats. And a moment here to take a look.
Hey, he missed a shot. I think he's missed like 2 shots. I'm talking crap, even though Kawhi's 9 for 10.
To get ahead of the defense and put it in the hands of ready shooters.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim. Just going
That's not what I wanted to
defenders
do.
and finding ways to finish.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Good on the shot, and that
Who is
changed
that?
the lead to single digits.
Is that Castle?
10 points for him.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Harden.
And one. Of course the ball don't go in. That's another thing they got to fix. They got to make and ones go in a little bit more.
Yeah, few guys do this as easily as Harden. Driving in hard and drawing a foul while taking the shot.
So for the Clippers, Bamba comes in for Zubats. And
I left my AC on by mistake while I went to work, and the whole purpose of me going into the office is so I don't pay AC. So now I'm punishing myself by keeping the AC off. I'm gonna suffer for my sins. Mo Bamba would actually be decent against Wemby.
He's unpredictable. It is what gets the
That's crazy that one unicorn or one space alien is not enough. There's a lot of players now that do what Wemby does. Wemby just does it at just a high level.
Ball hits them both. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Batum. It's good.
Yeah, I see Chris Paul I'm gonna eat, man.
Harden's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
I don't think Chris Paul's gonna play much. I think he's relegated to a bench player at this point. He's played.
Pass to Collins.
He's played since.
He buries it from
I
three.
think since the Bush administration,
Collins has
he's
himself going
been
here.
he's been
First
playing.
point to the game on the deep ball. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Yeah, this is a no defensive effort by both teams.
Totally flustered with that move.
Now Paul.
That's why I like playing with the Knicks now. Like one of the few teams, and the Celtics also play defense.
1:23 left in the third.
The Heat.
And the layup
How did? Come on, man. What is that shot, bro? I mean, I guess luck is possible, but can I get some lucky shots too?
Expect those kind of plays from him now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
Oh my God.
Just quick to establish his feet,
Oh
and he
my
takes the hit.
God.
Russell Westbrook.
I was watching the Hoop Collective,
Champagny.
and I made a
He's checked in
comment
for San Antonio.
saying that Tim Bontemps, you should do a drinking game
1:13 left in the third
every time
quarter.
Tim Bontemps interrupts. And the amount of acrimony and discussion that caused. Apparently, people have been talking about that for a long time.
To Batum. Now here's
I don't know.
Collins defending. Harden, the pass to Bamba. And
Let's go.
finishing strong.
No Wemby, no paint.
One leading that play, a sure pass.
No Wemby, no paint protection.
Here's the cell. No
I'm
good on the
surprised he
three.
didn't make that.
Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Westbrook. Powell with it. Covered
There's a
by
lot of these players that,
That one's good from
whether it's Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, there's a few players that should consider retirement after this year. I mean, Westbrook still does it at a high level, but he just has never developed his shot to be dependable. If he could just have a dependable jump shot, I think he could do another 5 years. Just hit open shots. He still does it as like a slingshot. I don't know. How much money do you make in the NBA and you can't develop a consistent shot?
To the left side wing. There's the drive. The three from Bamba. And the three.
Let's go. One of the few guys to have a hit rap song named after him. If the only one.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter.
Oh, that would have been a nice shot.
Professionals.
I don't know. I may be crazy. I know people don't like the Clippers edition and whatnot. I haven't even played Kevin Porter Jr., but I like them. If they get Miles Bridges, I mean, they're going to have 2 wife beaters on the same team. And I'm not talking about the shirt. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's the arbiter of justice, but go look at the players from the 70s and 80s and go see what they were doing. They were doing that was the least of what they were doing. Oh, I forgot his shot is ass. Broken chicken wing shot. Yeah, I feel very confident with Bamba and Wemby. At least there's some kind of semblance of similarity. That was a weird, that didn't match up with the meter, but that's one of the few times it benefited in my favor. They have to talk shit in French, right? Like all the French players. That was like 5 first-round French players. So there's going to be a whole, they should have an all-star game where it's the world against France. That would be interesting. Oh my God, that's what Bamba brings. Cannot deal with him because he'll hit 5 to 7 threes in a game. There's another guy that's going to benefit from Chris Paul being there.
From the high post. Here's Johnson.
Nobody comes to help in surrounds. On my end, I get hands slapping at me. I get fouled, stripped. Not them. Everybody separates when they get the ball. They're still getting their ass beat with all their rubber banding crap.
Also making a switch. Sohan's checked in. All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours.
Let's go.
Appreciate the report, Ali.
I'll tell you what.
And what is Kawhi gonna be? I think he took the discounted deal. He took the discounted deal. He's still going to be injured every year as standard. And you know, Stephen A. Smith gives him a lot of flack, saying he's a superstar that's never there, never supports. I mean, I honestly think, and I don't want to like disrespect, but I don't think I'm the only one. I mean, I feel like he's definitely on some type of spectrum. I don't want to diagnose him or whatever, or who knows? I don't know. Like, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. Is my point. Like, he's not being lazy. And I think that's one of the many terrible takes that Stephen A. has. But I mean, you could tell.
Pass to man. Shoots over Johnson.
You could tell that he's not doing it on purpose. It's just, it seems awkward to him, I guess.
They get it again. And Sohan gets it to go. Sohan's got his first points of the night.
Putting in that extra effort and getting a
It's similar in shots. That's my metric for knowing if I have a shot at winning the game. Wow, Westbrook cannot blow by anybody in this game. Is if I have more shots than the computer.
Shot clock at 6.
Little drop step. How that missed, I don't know. But sure, keep rocking. Keep rocking. I love Wemby's unselfishness. Cannot block his shot. Once he gets the ball up high, it's a wrap.
Keenly aware of when someone is open.
I've had really bad losses. This would be one of the worst if I do lose this game. I think all the time out. Good news for me.
Offensive end.
For the Clippers, Zubats. He's checked in for Batum. Jones comes in for Powell. And it's James Harden in for Russell Westbrook. Paul passes to Wembanyama.
First time I hit the pick and roll at the right angle to make him miss.
From the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Harden.
I can't get any separation to get a three-pointer with Harden.
The rebound by the Spurs. Vassell finds Paul. Back to Vassell.
Nice pass. That was an awkward dunk for sure.
Hard finish right at the rim. Devin showing there's some edge to this game.
Out to Leonard. Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard.
Of course not.
Meeting right at the
I mean,
rim.
Vassell is a good defender, I guess.
Situations. Not this time.
Here's Sohan. There's the three. Paul can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone.
Look at how three got back already.
The drive by Harden.
Get out of my way, Paul. Get out of my way, Paul.
And the Clippers lead by 11.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Get out of my way, Paul.
Paul passes to Wembanyama.
It's really... Wemby is, and I said this in my free agent video.
Like he's posing for the camera.
Look at this. I pressed the shot button 17 times. Nothing happens.
Zubats, screen. Jones, the pass to Zubats. And the foul.
Oh, I didn't mean to go up, but sure.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
How is that not in motion? Like, that's weird.
San Antonio on D. 9-point game. Here's Harden. Perfection.
Let's go.
From the elbow.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick
I don't
to
know.
shake
I
off
kind of like the
defense and
Clippers.
get
I may
himself
be in the
a look.
minority here, but I kind of like their moves. They have a bunch of random players. There's a lot of they're deep in a weird way. They don't have a dependable star one. They just gotta hope that Kawhi is healthy in the playoffs. He could be injured all year. I didn't mean to do that.
Just not feeling it from
If Kawhi's injured the first 2 months of the season, but it's injury free the last in April and throughout the playoffs, then it's worth it.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one misses. Timeout call.
Find out Wemby can't shoot free throws. Relax, Shaq.
They're losing by 11.
You got 34 points. Good lord.
1:38 left in the fourth. And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within 10.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Here's Leonard.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Jump in front of my lane. I love it. I love it, James Harden.
San Antonio's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth.
I love it. I like it a lot.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Zubats.
I like Zubac's defense on Wemby. I think he's been pretty good. I mean, 34 points. He's that type of player that 34 points
Harden, the pass to
is a
Jones.
good defensive effort.
Harden scanning the floor. Zubats with a screen on Paul.
Get out of my way, Zubac.
saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Paul.
And right now, if you're the defense, you've got to be careful. Harden excels at
That felt a lot
finding ways to get to the
faster
free throw
than
line.
the last free throw.
San Antonio shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Back to Vassell.
Sometimes the animation doesn't matter. He's played great, man. Let's go, Zoo.
Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Relax, Grant.
Set a pick. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Vassell with the rebound.
How did I miss that shot?
At this
How did I
point,
miss that
it just
rebound?
feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
That's closer than I
Just
thought
an
it was going to be.
incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up.
This game is definitely getting
Back to
harder.
Finish the play. Harden against Paul. Outside Harden. So it's the Clippers.
Get wrecked. All right, well, it's going to be interesting. The Spurs still need to add a piece. I would like to see what Lauri Markkanen on that team, especially if they only give up draft picks, what that team would look like. I think they would be able to compete for a play-in situation. Lauri Markkanen, Wemby, Castle,
She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA.
Trey
Well, Kawhi, you
Jones.
had it
They have
going
pretty good
inside and
team
out.
setup.
It seemed
That'll do it for now. So
Oh,
for
wow,
Brandon,
James Harden. I
Allie
thought it was gonna be
LaForce, and
Kawhi.
Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson. Thanking everyone for watching.
Yeah, it was great. Well, he's going to get as many shots as he wants now. 10 for 14, 2 for 3. He's one of the few players that it's so easy to hit threes because they make it so difficult to hit threes in this damn game. It's better than last year. Last year was terrible. He had 18 and 11. That's why he had. Bamba, 5 for 5, 3 for 3. If he brings that type of stat line to the Clippers, they got a bargain. They got him on $5 million a year, 6 million or 7 million, something cheap. Batum, he is great everywhere he goes. I thought he was going to retire, but he is just absolutely great. He injured Bogdanovic on a hustle play. And if Bogey didn't get injured there, who knows? We probably beat the Pacers and then get cooked by the Celtics. So Terrence Mann is another one. So look at that. It's all Wemby, and this is the type of talent that he is. Look at that. Just swallowed up that shot. Look at that three-point block. This guy's unbelievable. He's like the kind of player we would invent in you know, is it My Player or Creator Player? He just doesn't seem real. I cannot believe this is a real person. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do a few of these videos. We're not gonna be able to play with every team, but we'll do matchups and we'll talk about both sides like this. I can't wait to play with the Magic. They're gonna be fun. But there's a lot of teams, man. There's just been a lot of movement. It's been a lot of fun watching the free agency as it is every year. Anywho, I'll see you on the next video.